Greenpeace has accused big international corporations of exercising negative influence on the Durban climate talks. The Kyoto Protocol is the only legally binding document in which 37 industrialized countries and the European Union agreed to reduce their emissions that contribute to global warming. Greenpeace released a publication listing a handful of companies suspected of undermining a second commitment period of the Kyoto Protocol, which expires next year. The group's executive director, Kumi Naidoo, warned of a race against time, saying corporations such as BHP Billiton, ArcelorMittal, Koch and BASF stand to benefit from a Kyoto failure or inaction. He says these companies are lobbying their governments not to commit themselves to Kyoto and undermining its legislation.
The problem is these corporations have the power to actually influence the national policies that governments like the United States, Canada and so on actually take. Part of why the talks here are so stuck is because many of these governments are in the pockets of the major polluting interests and are not listening to the people as much as they should, but they are listening to the polluting corporations. That's the biggest problem.
Naidoo says there is a largely invisible network of lobbyists representing the interests of the world's major polluting corporations. However, he says there is a glimmer of hope on the horizon should these companies stop pulling their government strings.
I think right now it's still possible that we make some serious movements in the right direction. We need to maintain hope, but I do think that time is running out for the negotiations. And let's hope that we don't get a false success. We need an actual real success which enables us to start saving lives now.
Climate and energy campaigner Ferrell Adam echoed Naidoo's statement. She says some businesses have a tendency of talking green while walking dirty.
Eskom has said over and over that they're investing in renewable energy, and they believe that renewable energy is important, and all we've seen is they've got a 100 megawatt solar farm and a 100 megawatt wind. We're saying that that is not in comparison, that cannot be compared to the amount that they're spending on dirty coal. They have 2 new coal-fired power stations coming online, that is Medupi and Kusile.
Meanwhile, 7 Greenpeace international activists were arrested for trespassing. It is alleged that they entered the Marine Parade Hotel on Durban's beachfront and attempted to put up a flag calling for the negotiators to listen to their plight. There were 4 South Africans, an Australian, a Dane and a German. They've been released after paying fines of 500 rand. Vusi Kumalo, SABC News, Durban.